Welcome to Chat and Chill. My name is Sean and I'm here to chat. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode. Hope everyone is doing well. Today's episode, I will be talking about my prom send-off and the backstory behind how everything had happened. So let's go back to the beginning. We're going to start in December. So December, my mom was talking to me about prom and I was like, okay, I understand. I hear you. She was saying I need the colors, need to find the outfit, need to find me a date, and make sure that everything was together before my actual prom send-off. So I had a lot of options. I was scoping the scenery out. I'm telling y'all, I was scoping the scenery out. I had this one friend that I really wanted to take, but the only dilemma was I wasn't sure whether if they was going to come all the way from where they were to just be with me for that one day. So it's actually funny because my prom date dad had a party in December because his birthday is around the New Year's. So we had a birthday party for him and it was some family and friends. But when we was there, I had asked her parents whether if I can take, their daughter to the prom. And they said, sure. So then they told me to ask her. So she said, fine. So we had a definite answer. I was super excited. So going into January, we were doing a whole lot of projects, just going around seeing different, colors and outfits and all that stuff. And we were just doing a whole lot of different stuff. So I knew that I wanted my color to be royal blue. I knew that I wanted something that was, similar to the color I like. My favorite color is blue. So if you didn't know that, now you know. My favorite color is blue. I love blue. So we was looking for different outfits. We had one outfit that I really didn't like. So we went to go to a different store. Eventually I'm gonna get into that. So we went to a different store, but before we went to the different store, the first store that we went to, I had got the suit. And my prom date and we saw each other eventually and we matched our clothes to make sure the colors were in sync, right? So what I didn't tell my prom date and her parents was that I ended up switching the outfit before, the actual prom. So I didn't get to see whether the colors were going to be correct or not. So that was my only worry, whether, if my colors were going to be correct and her colors were going to be correct. So I just wanted to make sure everything was perfect. So thank be to God, when she came into the door, it was matching. The colors were matching. It was so nice. It was so beautiful. Also, too, if you have not seen the video of like the whole, just everything, the whole shebang, I have the video link in the description down below. So you can click it. It should go to my Instagram page and hopefully you can just watch the video if you don't have time. So, yeah. So then a couple of months later after that, I ended up running into my god pop. And it's actually amazing how this happened because my mom and I were in the city and we was walking in this city. Oops, that was my phone. And my mom and I, we was walking in the city and we ended up running into him. And we're like, yo, what's up? So I'm telling, I'm talking to my god pop. We was talking and stuff. And he wanted to know how I was doing in school. And, since I'm a dual enrollment student, he wanted to know how I was doing in college and my personal life and all that stuff. So I was telling him, I was like, my prom is coming up and all that stuff like that. So he's like, okay, I'm excited. He's excited. He's telling me like, Sean, please let me know when you are going, when you're having your send off and the day of your prom. So I'm like, okay. I send him a flyer. I make a flyer. I send him a flyer. I send some family and friends some flyers. And I was super surprised the day of the prom. Now, I'm telling you, I did not know nothing about this. But there were two like big black cars in front of my house. I'm like, what is going on? So now I'm going to talk about the day of the prom now. Well, actually, I'm going to go back a little bit. But I was so shocked that I had two black cars, in front of my house. I'm like, what is this? Like, am I the president? Am I a celebrity? Like what's going on? And when I tell you my God Pop did that for me, I'm super grateful for him because he seriously did not have to do that. And let me go back the actual week of the prom. So we were in the middle of getting stuff together. We was, doing a whole lot of different stuff the week of. And on that Monday evening, when I tell y'all something really tragic happened in my life, it was devastating. My dog had passed away that evening. So I didn't know that was going to happen. And it was just like random. So getting through that was really difficult during that time. But I'm just so grateful that I had the time, with my pets. And I'm just super grateful. Also, too, I have a cat and a dog. Well, now, I just have a cat, but every moment that I had with her, it was so super. Sorry, it was super special, and I'm super grateful that I had that time with her. But yeah, that was so unexpected. I did not expect that, and just the next days after that was just trying to keep my mind off of the situation because it just kept replaying. Like, oh my goodness, the dog is not here. Like that's the thing that kept messing me up. So I thought about something totally different that wasn't, nothing dealing with, my dog. So I was trying to get over that. But it was weird because every time I woke up, like that week, every day that week, I was just like thinking, like, is she still here? And not, like that was like really like bothering me a little bit. But Thursday had came, and I was also kind of worried because on Thursday it was supposed to rain. So I'm like, Lord, please don't let it rain. Lord, please don't let it rain, Lord. Please don't let it rain. So thank God He heard my prayers and it didn't rain, and it was just such a beautiful day. And I'm super grateful that He stopped the rain and all that stuff. It was just beautiful. So the day of the prom, I like my mom was getting stuff together, my dad was getting stuff together. I was just super excited. I'm like, oh my goodness, today's the day. My family's coming over, my friends coming over. I'm super excited, all that stuff. And when I tell you, I was just overwhelmed with joy. I was just so overwhelmed. I was like, wow. So once people started actually coming inside the house, that's when it really hit me. I'm like, wow, Sean, you're here. Like, it's about to go down. It's here. So I was just super, super, super excited. And my prom date came in, you know, gorgeous, very dazzling, very beautiful. She walks in with her dress and her family, her mom, um, some people that she know that I know as well, my college friends came, my family came. It was so many people. When I tell you it was so many people, I like how could I say it? Let me bless explain it like this. I saw people. I definitely saw people that were there, right? But it was the fact that it was so many people that when I went outside, I couldn't really capture everybody that was there because it was so many people. And also too, like, when you're taking pictures and stuff, you can only stay focused on one camera. You can't look one way, you can't look the other way. You gotta make sure you stay focused on one camera. So that's why I couldn't like really see everybody, but I knew who was there. I definitely sent out the invites, and it was just so many people. My prom day now, I was helping her with her dress, and she was getting ready. Well, she was getting ready to go inside the car. I opened up the car door for her, and I shook the guy's hand. The guy that was driving, the car. I said hello to him, all that stuff. I asked him what his name was and all that stuff, and we went all the way to New Jersey because our prom was at the aquarium. So, we had a good old time, okay? We had a good old time. We took pictures and stuff. And here's the thing though, we didn't actually take pictures of the first car that we was in. The first car that was in, it was like a Cadillac, like a new Cadillac. It was real just nice, very bougie. So I took a picture. I had to take my pictures and videos of the car, right? So I took the interior of the car. Now we took some pictures of the actual car, but like the front of the car we didn't take pictures of because we just forgot. We were super excited. And also the sun was so nice. The sun was so beautiful, but how can I say it? Eventually we was able to take pictures of the car, but a different car. We was able to take pictures of a car, and it was just so nice. It was super beautiful. We took pictures of a sunset, and we was near the water and all that stuff. The food was really good. And when we took pictures of the sunset, there was a guy he was taking videos with his drone. Excuse me, he was taking videos of his with his drone over the water. And my date and I, we was like, kiki and laughing and ha ha and hee hee over the fact that, we were scared whether if his drone was gonna fall into the water or not. So we went up to him and we was like, yo, like you recording this stuff, but the drone is super cool. But we have seen incidents where people, drones fall into the water. So not even knowing this will lead to something actually that's a really cool moment. He asked us, he was like, do you want a video with the drone? I'm like, huh? So we was like, yeah, sure, we down with that. We down for that. We down, all that stuff. And it was just such a nice video. He sent it to me, he followed me and all that stuff. And I also want to make sure I had the video because I knew that eventually I would have to make a video because people were asking me, show them where your video, show them where your video at, where's your pictures at of your prom, like where you at, all that stuff. So I knew I wanted to make, my video that's very special, and I didn't want to have no pictures. I had to do a whole video, music and everything. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I will have that in the description down below so y'all can see that. But yeah, that's literally the whole story. It was just a really, really, really exciting time. My date and I, we had a good time. We actually after the prom too, she wanted to get fries from McDonald's. So I was like, okay, you go ahead, you do your thing. We share fries and stuff. It was just such a nice time. We did a line dance, y'all. We had to do our little dance. Now, see, we didn't do too much dancing now because everybody, the people at my school, I know they be tanging and all that stuff. I can't tang. I can't really dance like that. I do my little, I do my little moves, but I don't be dancing like all that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But other than that, everything was pretty good. The food was really good. No, okay. Here's the thing. I had to tell y'all this. So, some people knew about my prom date. A lot of people didn't, right? So it was only like only like a handful of us that knew. My mom, my dad, and I. My prom date, obviously, my prom date's mom, dad. I told some other people, but it wasn't that many people that knew. The funny thing about it is I told some people that my date was going to be my Tupperware because I knew that at the place, at the venue that we was going to have our prom had a buffet style, food thing. So I'm like, okay, we're going to have food all you can eat. So I'm going to just bring my Tupperware. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be my big bag. You know what I'm saying? Big bag, big bag, big bag, big bag. But guess what, y'all? I wasn't like that. I'm so serious. Food was super good. We had Caesar salad. We had chicken. You either had chicken or salmon. See, now hold on. Because people be getting me with that word. I think it's salmon, not salmon. 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 It depends on how you say it. Salmon. We had salmon. We had string beans. We had a garlic stick. What they call it? Garlic, not garlic stick. A garlic bread stick. I'm trying to think. You can either have chicken or salmon, and I'm trying to think, cause it was something else that we had. Let me go back. Hold on, y'all. Give me like 2 seconds. Okay, so it had to be a big bag, right? Cause I decided to take a picture of the food. Okay, so we had the chicken. I had the chicken. We had potatoes. We had Caesar salad. We had the string beans, and then we had the garlic bread stick. So while I had the chicken, my date had the salmon, and there was like some raspberry. There was like raspberry lemonade. There was blueberry lemonade, and there was regular lemonade. They also had Coke, and they also had Sprite. So I'm not really a soda person. So me having that blueberries lemonade, that was the bomb. Thebomb.com. Thebomb.com. All right, y'all. But yeah, that was it of the story. Then the day after the prom, I knew that my date birthday was on that Saturday. So on that Friday, we decided to hang out. We went to breakfast. We had some food and it was really good. I'm not sure if I've ever been, but I really suggest y'all to go to First Watch. Okay, First Watch is delicioso. You know what I'm saying? So please go to First Watch. If y'all never been, please go. It's really good. I'm putting y'all on. Unless y'all like, I'm trying to think of some other breakfast places. I'm thinking of I'm not sure if Denny's still a thing. Denny's. We also have IHOP. We also have We have a lot of diners here too. We have a lot of diners. But like I said, if you have a First Watch, please go to First Watch. It is super good, super delicious. But yes, that was my whole story time, all that stuff. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this story. I love y'all so much. I pray that all is well with you. Jesus loves you more. And hopefully y'all listen to the next episode because I'm telling y'all, we about to get lit, okay? I love y'all much. Peace out. Bye.